Greetings everyone, J-Man here from Metal Sharks. This is a sound check. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, so we've got a sound check loud and clear, so that's good. And first of all, I wanted to say welcome to everybody. We have Indiana Tones in the house. Welcome, welcome, Indiana Tones. We're glad you're with us. And then we also have Dirt Trolling Troy Carmichael. And he's someone I met in person earlier this year, so I was really grateful to be able to meet you, Troy, at Florida Hunt 6. And I'm really looking forward to the next Florida Hunt 7, which will be in late February. More information on that to be announced in the next month or so, I believe. But that's definitely something to look forward to. And then we also have St. Lucie Metal Detecting Channel in the house. So we're really glad you're with us, St. Lucie. Welcome, welcome, sir, and really enjoying your channel. It's good to see another detectorist in Florida and learn more about different locations that you hit. A lot of beaches I know down in the Palm Beach and St. Lucie area. So looking forward to checking out your channel more. And it looks like we have another channel in the house, Mike NH Gold Prospector. Welcome, welcome. Glad you joined us too. And looks like another one is in the house, Traveling Detector. Hey buddy, glad you're with us too. So if anybody else comes in and I miss it, please drop something in the chat and hopefully I'll notice. But really good to be here with everybody. Really appreciate your being here. And it's been a little while since I've had a live stream. Kind of gotten out of the habit, so I feel a little rusty, but hopefully things will go okay. But bear with me if there's any technical issues or anything. But for starters, let's see. Change the view here for a second. All right, so welcome everybody. J-Man here. And I wanted to show you I'm wearing my Nocta Macro hat. That's the only metal detecting related hat that I have. I got that at Florida Hunt 6. And I'm also wearing my Myers metal detecting shirt. But glad everybody's here with me on this stream that's joined so far. And we'll do some coin roll searching in just a minute. Let me show you one other guest we have with us. This is my metal detecting companion, T-Rex. Hey T-Rex, say hey to everybody. You're on the tube now, T-Rex. He's actually detected with me a little bit in my last home. He likes to dig, so when he sees me digging, he starts up. But at any rate, glad everybody's here. And basically, we wanted to get together here for this live stream and search through some nickel rolls, which I have up here. A couple of nickel rolls and then a couple of penny rolls, and probably be live for about an hour. And also we want to do a little giveaway before the end of this stream. So one of you, hopefully, or maybe somebody else who joins us, will be able to get this coin from Canada, a silver coin from 1960, a dime from Canada. So that'll be our giveaway today. Giveaway item by the end of the stream. So if you get a chance and you could be so kind, please hit the like button while you're on the stream. That would really help us a lot. Maybe we'll rank up and maybe some other folks will join us. So borrowing an idea from Liz, the Digging Canuck, I'm going to have a snack of the evening. So the snack is called Pirate's Booty, aged white cheddar, rice and corn puffs. So as you notice, it says baked, not fried, made with real cheese, and nothing artificial in that snack. So this is a snack that my oldest son, who's 18, really likes. I have two sons, an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old. But I've never tried this, but I'm really curious to see what it's like. So let me see here. So here we go. Let's try a little bit of this. Well, that's pretty good, I would say. You know, it tastes a little bit like popcorn, but it's not popcorn. It's beans, rice, and corn puffs. But at any rate, here's a little bit more about the snack of the evening. Got cornmeal, rice, flour, sunflower oil, and so forth. Not too many calories, so it might be good when you get in the mood for some munchies. I'd probably say that's about a 4 out of a 5 scale of a good snack item. So I'm glad to try that. And then drink of the evening, I've never tried one of these either, so I'm going to try a Bud Light Lime. So we'll see how that is. So if you have a favorite drink of choice, please feel free to get one of those, and just will hopefully everybody will be relaxed and enjoy the live stream. Okay, so anyhow, I like this Bud Light Lime. It does have that hint of lime to it, so I'm enjoying that. Okay, so just briefly, I've got one opening story, and then we'll get busy with opening the first roll here and seeing what we might find there. So the first little anecdote I wanted to mention was, so Metal Sharks has been based in Tallahassee since August of 2018, but then last fall my wife found a really good job in the Jacksonville area. So now we've relocated as a family to the first coast of Florida, and we're now living in St. Johns County, south of Jacksonville. So I'm still getting used to the area and figuring out where you can go detecting or where it's not allowed. There's definitely a lot of history here. But one thing that was kind of funny is we're getting used to our new house and getting settled in a new location that we really like so far, a suburb south of Jacksonville, basically. And for a couple of weeks now, we've been wondering why some lamps that we have in our living room weren't working. So today, we were taking some old easy chairs to Goodwill and bringing in a couch for our new home. And we finally realized exactly why the lamps weren't working. Well, when we had moved and we had friends help us, they of course did the logical thing of taking the light bulbs out of the lamps. So it was pretty funny to find out that for weeks our two coffee table lamps weren't working, and we didn't even think to check to see whether they had bulbs or not. We thought there was something wrong with an outlet maybe. But at any rate, you got to have a sense of humor when you get used to a new place. But now what I'd like to do is go ahead and, well, we'll do one brief announcement and then we'll start opening the first roll. So, announcement would be that Metal Sharks is very close. I think we're at 685 subscribers, so we're really close to 700. So we're going to do a nice giveaway, hopefully. Maybe have 2 or 3 prizes for it. Probably have some sticker packs, including some of our Metal Shark stickers. And as a side note, if anybody has a channel sticker and they want to do an exchange, please drop something in the chat and let me know, and I'll type in my email address, and you can send me an email, and I'd be happy to do a sticker exchange with your channel, especially now that I'm restocked. I had been out for a while, but we've got plenty of them now. So let me just type in my email address. Let's take a minute. It's jamieTheH@yahoo.com. So that's my email address for anybody that wants to do a sticker exchange. So that would be much appreciated. And hopefully this time I just have like the old Equinox box there, 600. But I plan to have a little sticker board for future live streams. So maybe your sticker could get featured up there if you do a sticker exchange with Metal Sharks. So that would be much appreciated. So hey, I just noticed Digging Canuck, Liz is in the house. Welcome, welcome Liz. We're really glad you joined us. Haven't missed too much yet. We're just getting back started with our first live stream in several months, so bear with us if we're a little bit rusty. But we also have River Styx Outdoors. Welcome, my friend. Remember River Styx Outdoors? I think I met you briefly at Florida Hunt 6, so I'm really glad you're here with us too. And let me know if I've missed anybody else. So without further ado, let's start searching the first roll here. So we've got a nickel roll, and as many of you have heard in the news recently, the U.S. Mint has been shut down for a while due to concerns with COVID and shortages. So I'm glad I still have a stock of a few nickel rolls and a few penny rolls from before the pandemic. So we'll go ahead and open up our first one here. Okay. I'm out on a porch in our new home in North Florida. And of course, I think I picked the hottest day in recent weeks. It's a record high today. It was supposed to get at least 98, but with heat index probably a lot more. Feels a lot warmer than that. So this looks interesting. We'll have to see what that is, why that nickel is so dark looking. Okay, last few nickels coming out of this roll. Yeah, I'm glad I had some nickels that kind of stocked up, and then I was going to do live streams more often, but then with my family moving, I just kind of had them stowed away for a while. So then now that we're getting settled in, I was able to saw some of the rolls I had and brought those back out. But let's see how it looks here, folks. So 1990, not much help. Let's take a look at this one and see what that is. Why is that so dark? If I pull it away, I'm looking at it in a magnifying glass. So this one is a 2002 Philadelphia mint mark. So I guess it's just been, for some reason, it got really dirty. Maybe somebody dropped it in oil, or who knows. Here's another one that looks pretty grody. I really should be wearing gloves when I'm doing this, but that really looks like it went through the washing machine or something. So Liz is saying crazy hot here in the Great White North too, over 100 degrees. Wow. Don't envy you there, Liz. That does sound pretty rough right now. Hey, look at this. We've got our first interesting nickel here. Oh, the joy. This is from a special series, I believe, in 2004, 2005. And it's from the Lewis and Clark commemorative series. So I'm really glad to get that. So we'll set that one up there. Hopefully we'll get some more of those. Hey, there's another interesting one. That is the keelboat design, Lewis and Clark nickel. So I have a little information on that, and I wanted to tell you about that a little bit more. Okay. So this nickel, I believe, began circulating in the fall of 2004. And so the reverse of this nickel is an angled view of the keelboat, and it shows a full sail that it helped transport the Lewis and Clark expedition members and supplies as they traveled the rivers of the Louisiana Territory. So they were searching for the Northwest Passage to the Pacific Ocean. Captains Meriwether Lewis and William Clark are in full uniform in the bow. So this is from U.S. Mint information from 2004 that I read that information. So glad to have that one. So let's get that one put aside. Okay. Let me know if I'm showing something and I miss it. You see a good coin there. I'm going to go back through these more closely later because I can't always read the year very easily right away. Don't want to miss any war nickels or anything like that. But if I think it's old, I'm going to look at it in the magnifying glass. So far we've got 2 Lewis and Clark nickels, so we're excited about that. And I'm definitely glad we had a few rolls still to go through. I don't know what we'll do when we get through all our current supply. So 2015 Philly, no help. 2017. Try something here, get more light here. Can see better. '82, no help. 2019 P. 2015 Philly. 2011 Denver. So, Liz, have you been able to get out hunting this weekend? It sounds like it might be pretty hard with that 100-degree weather. You were talking earlier, and St. Lucie was able to go out, and he's going to go out again, beach detecting at Jensen Beach, hopefully. I'm hoping to go out to St. Augustine Beach early tomorrow. It looks like low tide will be at a good time when it's the cooler part of the day. So I'm hoping there'll be some goodies there, so to speak. I don't know if we'll have any impacts here from the storm that's further up the coast, Tropical Storm Faye, but it's possible we might get some cuts or eroded areas if there's any impacts here in Florida from that. $19.76. $19.99, and here's the last one. So we got 2013 Philly. So out of the first one, we got these 2 good nickels, the Keelboat and Oh, the Joy. So I'm glad to have those 2. All right. So St. Lucie noted that there's 35% silver in a war nickel. And then John Long Silver Rails has joined us. Welcome, welcome. We're glad you're with us. He's saying keep an eye out for US 2009 coins as they are low mintage. Yeah, I imagine that's part of that when you had the Great Recession of 2007. And sometimes when there's tough economic times, then the U.S. Mint is impacted as time goes by. And that was a lower production year for a lot of our coins in the United States. So traveling detectors notes, I'm going beach detecting, hunting in the AM. That sounds good. And let's see. Digging Canuck, Liz said she's been out. She's been drinking lots of water. hitting a creek in the morning for the first time. Yeah, that's ever so important to have plenty of fluids with you. Usually when I go out beach detecting, I have at least two, like a bottle of water and a bottle of Gatorade with me. And I also have out in the car a couple of more drinks in a small cooler. But I'm thinking about getting a bigger canteen or drink container and putting it on a carboner clip, because you can run out of fluids out there pretty quickly, and it's important to make sure you don't get heat stroke or anything like that, God forbid. So got through our first roll there with those two good nickels, so let's see how the next one is. Sorry for any traffic noise you might hear. I'm out on the porch, and you might hear some traffic noise occasionally, or maybe some of the wildlife, if any ducks or geese come by. We have a small lake that runs near the cul-de-sac on which we live. Okay, we're getting our second roll of nickels open. Be looking out for those 2009s. Be looking out for Lewis and Clark nickels. And anything interesting, we'll be looking out for the war nickels, of course. Any war nickels from 1942 to 1945. It's my understanding, though, that some of the nickels in 1942 were made without silver content, and then some with silver. So I'd like to learn more about that. And then one thing I was wondering, speaking of war nickels, and maybe let's hope we find one in this next roll, but I was wondering what items the military, the armed forces, or the Navy, the Allies used in World War II that were made out of nickel. Like, why was that precious to the war effort? So if anybody has ideas on that, what exactly they would use it for. Was it part of the mechanical supplies for airplanes or ships or jeeps, or I mean, what exactly did they need a lot of nickel for during World War II? Was it for the munitions, or who knows? You know, so I'd like to know more about that. I think that would be interesting. 1999, no help. So 2011, Philly, no help. 2011, Philly again, no help. 2013, wow, that one got gummed up. And John Long Silver Rails notes that the silver ones have the large mint mark over the dome. So definitely have to look at those if we get any from 42 to 45 here. 2016, no help. 2013, Philly. Okay, no help. Another 2013. Let's see what this one is. This looks like it might be older. This one is older, but it's a 1963. If you get any that are older than that are in 1959 or older, I'll probably keep them. 1964. So at least we're getting a few older ones in here. 2003. Okay. 2002. Nothing in this roll so far. $19.99, no help. No help. 1980. 2017, 2019 Philly. I suppose if I get some 2020s, I might set those aside because everything going on this year. Just see what happens with them. Oh, that one's pretty dirty. Can't read the year on that. Let's see. I think that's 2018, but it's really hard to read. It's so dirty. I'll definitely double check these after this stream. 79, 99, I believe. Hey, look at that. We finally got something out of this roll. All right. So this one, as you can see, is the Bison design, and 2005. So that's in good shape, and that's a nice one. So that'll go up here with our 3 nice ones so far. So let's see if we can keep it going. 2010. '79. Hey, Nick Haas has joined us. Welcome, Nick. We're glad you're with us. Nick says, Metal Sharks, congratulations on almost 700 subs. Well, thank you too, buddy. We really appreciate each and every one of our subs. It's hard to believe we're there. I remember when we started our channel in 2018, I think it was August of 2018, I think we probably went 3 or 4 months with no more than 30 subs. Like, it slowly built up to about 30 subscribers, and it just kind of plateaued there. But what really helped me was getting on Coffee with Liz or Hangouts that you have, Liz, the Digging Canucks channel, and getting to meet people there, and then going on other live streams after that, and then starting to do giveaways 2013. And actually, it's kind of tricky if you're a small channel below 1,000 subscribers. It's pretty hard to do a live stream, and so I probably should write down all the directions on how to do this. But there's like an app on the iPad that I can use, and Streamlabs app, and then there's like you have to get on your personal computer. You can't really get on it from a mobile device, and you go onto a part of like a YouTube dashboard or control panel. Like, I think they used to call it Live Control Room. It's kind of hard to get to it, but I think if you put in YouTube dashboard, I was able to get back in it and then set up a live stream, like schedule it, and then I have to use Streamlabs and remember how to use that too and how to navigate it. So that's why it's kind of tricky for me. But I think once we get to 1,000 subs, it'll be a little bit easier. Probably won't have to use Streamlabs, or I can go directly through YouTube, and then hopefully it'll be something we can do more often. Hey, look at this, 1947. So that's the oldest nickel we found so far this evening. So it's hard to imagine all the history that's happened since this nickel's been in circulation. But just after World War II, this was minted. So I'm going to set that one aside. Glad to find that in the roll. So we've got a 2006, not much help. Sometimes it's hard to get it focused. 2016, no help. One thing I'm hoping to do is I have a coin microscope that I got as a giveaway prize. I think it was Papyrus, What's in the Dirt. So I really appreciated that. I'm going to learn how to use it and hopefully use that on our next live stream so we can get close-up shots of the coins. So I think that'll be a really good plus for the channel. So 1983, not much help. 2018 Philly, no help. We're just about through this roll. Let's see what this one is. 2014 Philly. So we've gone through 2 rolls and we got these 4 nice nickels. The Keelboat, Oh the Joy, Lewis and Clark nickel, the Bison, and then of course our 47. So we'll take that all day long, get four good nickels out of 2 rolls. Not bad at all. Too bad no war nickels yet. But anyways, Nick says it's good to be here. Hey, John Chum Adventures is in the house. Hey John Chum, how are you doing, sir? Thanks for joining us. And John Long's saying in 50 circulated nickel rolls you might find just 1 war nickel. That's been pretty much his experience. And then St. Lucie noted that nickel was used for artillery shells and armor. Okay, so that's really interesting to me, because I wasn't sure what it would be used for, but it makes sense that they would definitely need a lot of artillery shells and a lot of armor. Hence, that's why we have these war nickels now that we can look for in circulation. But it's neat to know more about that history. So thank you, sir, for letting us know about that. I really appreciate that. Hey, it's good to see you too, John Chum. Really glad you're with us. I don't know if Liz is still with us, but Liz, a little bit earlier, I think before you got on there, I tried this snack of the evening. I remember you used to do, what are you snacking on, Liz? So this was pretty good. Aged white cheddar, rice and corn puffs. So anyhow, let's see. So just briefly, one other announcement other than having our 700 subscriber giveaway coming really soon. It'll probably run at least a couple of weeks, and we'll probably give away at least a few Roosevelt Rosie silver nickel dimes, and then some channel sticker packs, including some of our Metal Shark stickers. So that's coming up. But another thing that I've been trying to do is get caught up on videos in the pipeline, so to speak. So I actually have a pretty good backlog after having moved with my family in the last couple of months. So these are some of the things that are in the pipeline, and I was wondering if any of you had input on what would be good to release from any of these videos that are backed up that haven't been edited yet. So one would be the 22-day challenge. I was challenged by Charlie of digging it back over in the Pensacola area, and so that's basically a push-up challenge to help raise awareness about veterans at risk for suicide. So I could put that together. And then there's a former dairy farm where I've had a few more hunts there over in North Florida, and I have some footage from that. Could put out a video on that. And in the past we found some Model T Ford parts there. They're really neat relics like that, and a few silver coins or silver items on that property, the former dairy farm that we have a permission in North Florida. And then there was a recreational area that was shut down because of the pandemic. It's since been opened back up, but they asked my sister, the Seagal, and I not to reveal what the location is because we had a special permission there. So I did one hunt there where we found a pressed penny that had a dinosaur imprint on it. So we could put together another video from going back to that site back in April. And then we could do kind of an instructional video about how to, my dad who's in the chat here, John Long Silver Rails, figured out a good way to take a Remco hygienic shovel and make it into a scoop for beach hunting, beach metal detecting. So we could make a video and get that out. So please drop in the chat if you have any ideas about which of those videos from the hopper we should get back out again. We should get back out, prioritize, and get posted first on YouTube. If you have any input, let me know. or send me an email later if you have any input on that. That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so now got a couple more rolls here, so let's get going with these. Moving a family is a big-time job. Yes, you're sure right, Nick. Just got a little bit backed up while moving the family. And the other thing that was interesting about that was I've moved a few times over the years. When you're a family of 4, you move from time to time. And last time I moved, my father-in-law drove the big U-Haul truck. And this time he volunteered to do it again. But we had to make a second run because we still had some storage items in Tallahassee and bring it over to the Jacksonville area where we are now. And so I learned how to, I was supposed to get a 15-foot U-Haul truck, but they said they didn't have any available. So we got bumped up to a 26-foot truck. So I got the experience of driving that, and it's really a good confidence booster. You know, I think if you just take your time and get used to the vehicle and try to plan ahead your routes, it's not too bad. But I'll tell you that the brakes were something to get used to. Like, you really have to, the one I had, the brakes seemed like it took quite a bit of distance between stoplights or stop signs and when you could actually stop using those brakes, especially loaded up with furniture and boxes and heavy things. But at any rate, we're glad we got all that safely behind us. But it was a good experience overall. But I tell you, when you go in a 26-foot truck on the interstate, you can't really go above 70 even if you wanted to, because the truck starts jerking around a lot. And you feel like you're on a bucking bronco, so to speak. So you don't want to go fast in those things. So the next one, 1996, no help. So that one, let's see. That's a 1974. So that's at least a copper penny, mostly copper. Set that aside. 2012. Union Shield. Another Shield penny. Lots of Shield pennies here. That one's been gummed up pretty good. 1999. Boy, these are some dirty pennies in this roll. I'm gonna have to use the magnifying glass a good bit. It says 1982. Wow, that one's gummed up. '97. Shield penny. Another Shield. Another Shield. So this is a 1976 Denver. $1988. Let me see if I can get more light here. Sorry everybody, just hang on a second. Yeah, I'll have to get better light next time I do this. It's getting hard to see the years. 2004. 2001. If you hear a sound. It's my dog drinking some water out of his bowl. 1984. Another shield penny. $20.19. This one is a 1983. Another shield penny. So far, not much in this penny roll. $20.17. Another shield penny. This one is pretty old, 1964. $20.13. 2016. No, 2014. $84. Another shield penny. Boy, there's a lot of Union Shield pennies in here. 2019. So this one's a 1982. So I believe 1982 there were some pennies that were still had high copper content and then some of a different composition. So you have to figure out which kind you have when you have 82s. I guess you have to weigh them on a scale, digital scale. 76. $19.79. $20.15. $2006. So John Long Silver Rails is noting at least one Florida Panhandle county does not allow metal shovels on the beach. He thinks it's the one where Seaside is. He was checked because he had his gray plastic shovel which looked to be metal. And then John Chum is saying, find some Wheaties. And then Mike is saying, 1982, is there a large AM and a small AM? Yeah, I think that's true too. Like you have to look for that differences, variations in those coins. $2004, no help. This one's so gummed up I can't quite read the year, so I'm going to put it up here, try to figure it out, but it looks like it's an older one. $2002. Man, some of the dirtiest pennies I've ever found in a roll. I can't tell what some of these are. I'm gonna have to look at them more carefully. Sorry about that. So this is a 73. I believe a lot of the coins that are older than 1982 that have copper mostly can be worth 2 to 3 cents if you, in the copper melt value, if you were allowed to actually melt them. 2015. 1999, 2006, I believe. And then here's our last one. So 2017. All right, so that's not too bad. I don't think we're going to get any war nickels or Wheaties, unfortunately, today. But at least we had some interesting finds here. And that's a good point. I should be wearing gloves. I've had these coins a while, but still, it'd be a lot better to be wearing gloves. But since I moved recently, I packed the gloves in a box and I haven't unpacked it yet. But hopefully before our next stream, I can either find the gloves or buy some more at the store. So Indiana Tones noted he was born in '82. Yeah. Sometimes when I see coins from the year that I was born or the year that I graduated high school and they're in good shape, I set those aside. I like to collect those. Well, I think I'm going to stop there and save this other roll for another day, since the light's starting to fade here on my porch and it's hard to read the years and I don't want the live stream to go too slow. So I guess we'll do a giveaway in just a minute. It looks like we still have several of you here on the live stream. So we'll give a question for everybody to guess the answer to in just a minute. But I really, really appreciate everybody joining us and bearing with us. St. Lucy notes, I have pants older than Tones. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. I'm not going to say what the year I was born in or what the year I went to high school in, but it might come out in some of my live streams when I see coins from those years. Might accidentally mention what years those were. But as a side note, before we do our giveaway, this was a really interesting find I want to show everybody. And we'll have a video coming out soon. It's probably just bling, but it's a pendant that I found at the beach after the 4th of July. And kind of interesting because it's a broken heart pendant. So you kind of think about what's the story behind something like that being lost at the beach. You know, maybe somebody had a broken heart and is trying to get over it, and then unfortunately, if they were really attached to this, they're probably brokenhearted again when they lost it. But there's no markings on the back. It has kind of a line pattern there. And when I first found this after the 4th of July, I was thinking it was like a pin or something you would pin to your blouse or shirt. So I didn't think to look for the necklace part of it, but it's actually, I showed it to my wife when I got home, and she said it was actually a pendant, which makes sense. I should have thought of that. As you can see with this part here, you would put the necklace on it. So maybe I can go back to that same beach and see if that necklace is there, but it's been a week or two since I was there, so I don't know. But if anybody has ideas on what that might be, I tried to look it up on eBay, and I don't think it's worth much, you know, but it was just an interesting find, something different. So anyhow, I would like to do a giveaway, and give away this silver dime from Canada from 1964. And it's got a neat sailing ship design on the back. So it looks pretty like it's in pretty good shape still. So if you would like to be part of the giveaway, you'll be dropping an answer to a question in the chat in just a minute. So let's see. So what I'd like to do is think of the 50 state capitals, and I'm going to write down the name of one of the capitals. Don't enter anything yet in the chat. Wait till I give the word to enter. But I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper here, the name of one of the state capitals. And so I've got this little notepad here, and I'm going to write down a capital now and a state. And so we'll get rolling with that in just a second. Okay, so I've written down a capital, And I folded up this piece of paper here. So go ahead and enter a state capital in the chat, and we'll see whoever gets it first can win this, as long as they email me with their mailing address. So go ahead and enter a state capital that you're thinking of, and we'll see who might win it. Don't have it yet. Not Trenton, not Columbus, not Concord, not Tallahassee. Keep going. Austin, good guess, but not it. Hey, Texas Plug Riches is in the house. Welcome, welcome. We've got Atlanta, not it. Keep going, fellas. Sacramento, nope. Phoenix, not it. Albany. All right, thanks, Texas. Glad you're here too. Phoenix, nope. Olympia, nope. Keep going, everybody. Somebody will get it. Kaskaskia. That sounds interesting. Montpelier. Some of these I can't even pronounce hardly. Salem. Juneau. Keep going, keep going. Somebody will get it. So this evening, Providence, not it. My drink of the evening has been this Bud Light Lime. It's been pretty good. They also have a Bud Light Orange flavor that I might try sometime. My first time ever trying it. But it's a Bud Light Lime brewed with real lime peels. Denver, Hartford, Little Rock, Milwaukee, Dover, Bismarck. Nope, none of those. We got to be narrowing it down here. Richmond. Nope. Seems like we've gone through at least half of the states. Jackson. Nope. Lansing. Nope. Maybe I should give a clue or something pretty soon. Honolulu. Tallahassee. Callahaba. Nope. Nope, none of those. Keep going. Oh, evenness. Yeah. So I'll have to see what darker beers they have from the Bud line. Olympia. There you go. River Styx Outdoors has guessed it. Pierre, South Dakota. So you got it now, everybody. There you have it. The winner is River Styx Outdoors. Congratulations, River Styx. So if you'll please email me, I'll send you. I'm going to enter my email address in the chat. It's Jamie, which is my nickname, DTHEH at yahoo.com. So, River Styx Outdoors, if you'll send me an email with your mailing address, and then I'll send that to you, and I'll also send you one of these stickers. And if anybody else would like to do a sticker exchange, you have a sticker for your channel or a couple of stickers, please send me an email, and I'm happy to do sticker exchanges. I'm trying to build up a backdrop board, so maybe the next time we have one of these live streams, we won't have to use just the old MindLab Equinox box as the backdrop, but we could have a sticker board that has various channel stickers on it. So that would be really cool. I think some other ones have done that. Okay, that sounds cool, River Sticks. You could send me a sticker too. I'd love to have one of yours. Thank you, sir. Well, it's been a pretty good evening, everybody. Really glad for everybody that joined us. We're really glad to do this giveaway of this Canadian coin. And then these cool nickels that I found. I really like searching nickels, finding the keel boat, and a 47, and then a bison nickel. Always cool, in pretty good shape too. And oh, the Joy, Lewis and Clark nickel. So those are always neat. And then we found several older nickels that are mostly copper. I mean pennies, I said nickels. And some that were, this one is an 82, still a little shiny. So it was fun. Too bad there weren't any Wheaties this time. But hope everybody enjoyed this stream. We'll have to do this again, try to figure out what day of the week is best. Because I'm trying not to compete with other channels that have long established streams. But I thought maybe Wednesday evenings might be good, like 6 or 7. But Saturdays might work too, like maybe every couple of weeks. So let me know if you have any good ideas on what day of the week and what time works best for a live stream. And we'll try to keep working on it and making it better, like get our coin microscope set up hopefully for the next time. And maybe figure out how to get different views set up, camera views. But I really appreciate everybody joining us. That's pretty much it here. Yeah, glad you at least got in before we were totally over Texas Plug Riches. And trying to think if I had any other announcements. Does any other channel have any announcements, any milestones you have coming up for your channel? Or any big plans for a hunt this weekend or the next number of days? Maybe drop something in the chat if you have any announcements for your channel. Anything you want us to check out. One thing just briefly is I'm trying to get more organized, like right after I do a hunt, sort things out. So like here, no, it's not Parmesan cheese, but got all the bottle caps from recent hunts. And then over here, I've got seashells and sea glass from recent hunts, all in there, and even one shark's tooth. And then this is all the clad coins, but I'm definitely going to double check to make sure I didn't miss anything in there. This is from 2020 so far. I think I have more that since I had moved, I put them in Ziploc bags and they haven't gotten in the jar yet. But hopefully that'll fill up at least halfway before the end of the year, if not all the way. It's one of these ball preserve jars. And then this is a little like cigar box chest. And so I'm keeping neat relics and things that I find in here. And so, like for example, this is one of my favorite all-time finds. It's a Model T Ford part from a Holley carburetor. I found that at a former dairy farm. So that was really neat. It has the patent date of December 22nd, 1914. So let's see. Indiana Tone says he only needs 10 hours watch time to be monetized. Well, cool. Everybody, if you get a chance, please go check out Indiana Tones' great channel. And I'll be sure to go over there, Indy, and watch some of your videos. We'll get your watch hours up. So that sounds really cool. You'll be monetized before you know it. And then St. Lucie says he's going to Fort Myers Beach soon to hunt for 4 days next week. Wow, that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, that sounds really good. I went to Fort Myers once. I think it was around 2018 in the fall, back when we had the problem with red tide really bad. And I didn't really realize how much it was impacted down there. And there were some tourists I met who didn't know there was so much red tide there either until after they got there. So it was just kind of not as fun with that red tide. You would see dead fish along the beach. So I'm glad we don't have that right now, that problem at least. So let's see. And River Styx needs to get up to 800 subs, so be sure to check out River Styx Outdoors, everyone. We'd like to get him up to 800 in no time and beyond. Mama's Gone Detecting has joined us. Hey, Mama. I hope our sticker exchange went through okay. Got these new stickers, so we're doing a stickers exchange with Mama's Gone Detecting. So that should be really cool when we get one of her stickers. But we're glad you're with us, Mama's Gone Detecting. We've been streaming for close to an hour, I think, and we're about to wrap up, but we found some cool nickels, you know, like one of the Bison nickels, a Keelboat Lewis and Clark nickel. We went through 2 rolls of nickels, and this was a really old nickel, 1947. And then we found this Oh the Joy Lewis and Clark nickel when they first sighted the Pacific after their long voyage. And several pre-1982 pennies, but nothing too exciting in the 1 penny roll we went through. And then the daylight started running out on my back porch. Okay, you just did a mail call. I'll be sure to check that out. Mama's Gone Detecting. That sounds really good. And I think that's about all that I had. Let me see. I had some notes here to help me. This is how I do a live stream. I make a little outline or notes for myself, and I try to follow it, so at least there's some organization. But yeah, that's pretty much all the things that I had, everybody. So I really should probably go ahead and sign off, but I really am glad everybody joined us, and hopefully we'll do this again soon. So thanks everyone, and talk to y'all later, and happy hunting, and take care, everybody.